hours later and one work shift later. Here we are, guys. Hi. Oh, get a little more you in this frame.
Lol.
So, Independence Day 2, please, for the love of God, remember me, as I like to call it, because it's been 6 hours, and I remember some things, but not a lot of things.
Long story short, as I was discussing with Michael earlier, this is basically the third act of Independence Day stretched out for, like, most of the movie.
With some Godzilla thrown in there for good measure. Most of the end, I think that was the only part I liked in this movie. The giant monster sequence toward the end. That's only because I'm a sucker for giant monsters.
Yeah.
And I'll fully admit that's my bias there. It's like, ooh, giant monster chase. I'm okay with this. It's not a good... It's just really fucking boring. That's what it comes down to. It's like we just got really bored. And at least I did. Because, like, there's so many...
No, you remember how restless I was in the theater. We were both pretty damn bored.
It's just one of those movies where it just kind of chugs along. There's a lot of characters that you're supposed to care about, and...
Don't get any development.
No, they're all just fucking there, and it's just a lot of just shit happening. With no real emotional weight to it. Maybe a little bit with the president, but that's only because you remember from the first movie, that's really about it.
Yeah. And he actually tried better this time.
He did. God bless him. It comes with age, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the story is pretty generic. CGI is not bad, to give credits to.
Aside from, like, a couple moments with, like, the smaller scale aliens where it looked a little...
Okay, the smaller scale aliens look like shit. But, I got the scale of, like, the ship and stuff right. Yeah. That looked really good. I thought the giant monster at the end looked pretty good for the fact there was like...
Oh, no, that one looked really damn good. Yeah, I will wholeheartly admit that.
So, like, that, I think it's why I liked it. Like, ooh, this is actually well designed. It's well shot. It's well paced. Like, that stuff looked really, really good.
Even though I was kind of nitpicking the facts, like, wait, so this thing's able to hit fighter jets out of the air, but it can't hit a frickin' school bus?
At the same time, I was like, compared to the first movie, it makes just as much sense.
Yeah, well, the first movie had so much more was a bit more... Well, it was definitely much more well done.
Yes, and honestly, I never liked the first movie. Like, even as a kid, I never liked it.
I enjoyed the first one. I'm not gonna say it's like higher or anything, but like that one, it felt like they definitely tried more.
No, I definitely agree on that because it just feels like everyone's sleepwalking through this movie, and it's just like a lot of the new actors in this movie they're trying, but they're just really bad actors. Yeah. And like Will Smith's son, Liam Hemsworth's sidekick was particularly annoying.
Yeah, no, I admit that. It's like I said, Hemsworth was passable, but in terms of the writing, they made his sidekick pretty...
Oh, he's fucking unbearable. Like, every time he's in this movie, he's like, oh, fuck this guy. Fuck, it's just one of those doughy-eyed, like, deer in the headlights, ooh, pretty girl, boobs, kind of guys.
Pretty much.
For, like, prepubescent little boys. And he has so much fucking... He's the comic relief. So, like, oh, fuck. I mean, like, what kind of shut up is it? And, like, let me put it this way. He's, like, this guy has potential to be this generation's Paul Schneider. In terms of annoying sidekick characters.
What about Pauly Shore?
Was Pauly Shore in a lot of movies?
He was in Jury Duty, Biodome.
Oh, God. No, I know what you're talking about now.
Nah, he's not that bad.
I repressed my memory of Pauly Shore. Oh, God, Pauly Shore. But anyway, I mean, like... It's just run-of-the-mill. Even Jeff Goldblum is kind of playing a parody of himself. Although he does get one of the few entertaining lines in this movie. Yeah.
Was it when, first off, best one was like, when they're flying in a ship, just like, oh, that wasn't so bad. Oh, we didn't hit the afterburners yet.
It's just doing this fake as hell scream like, ah! That's not exaggeration.
Like,
just mugging for the camera and just obviously playing for that. There's just so many characters, like, there's no reason these characters need to be here, so the movie has to constantly justify them being here.
Yeah. Like the president who okayed everything.
Yeah, like the president that okayed everything, Data, although I kind of like Data in this movie.
Was in the first movie.
I know he was in the first movie. I was like, even then, like, I feel like he had more of a purpose in this movie than a lot of the characters.
He had much more fun. You could tell he was, he's trying to have fun with things, too.
Yeah, but at the same time, you also have, like, the African warlord who just... He's badass because he hunts a bunch of aliens, but he also has no character and has 2 machetes versus aliens. Sure, okay, viable weapons as any. I'm gonna charge you for pure gunfire and somehow still win.
Yeah.
And then the lawyer or the what the tax guy? What the hell was he?
I'm not sure. All I remember is that he was the tour guide from White House Down.
And didn't have a single funny line in comparison to the White House Down.
Yeah.
At least White House Down felt like Roland Emmerich making fun of himself.
Yeah.
And having fun with his own cliches. This one feels like a just run-of-the-mill.
And had probably some of our favorite lines. All right. Tour's over. And also the flag scene.
I think Lincoln took a bullet from you a second time.
Oh God, that movie was such B-movie greatness.
Get your hands off my Jordans. I'd rather watch the White House Down right now.
I kind of want to.
I know, right? Let's have a Roland Emmerich night. Watch White House Down.
Yeah.
And then we didn't even have it even kind of made fun. I will give this movie credit, and that did kind of make fun of itself a little bit. Mostly in the dog scene.
Yeah. All right, they have another dog this time, and it's like this really tiny dog, or some girl, they're trying to escape from the thing, and the server's like, wait, I gotta get the dog, and just Goldman's just like,
really, we're gonna wait for the dog? Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, then we're doing this, whatever. But it's just it feels like so many times, movie's just trying to justify the next plot point, or why it has so many damn characters here.
Yeah.
Why they're all necessary. Even Jeff Goldblum's dad in this movie just feels so shoehorned in and just so conveniently placed towards to spontaneously provide an action set piece for the third act. Whereas there is absolutely no reason for you to be in this movie. Yeah. No reason for these other kids that you're accompanying to be in this movie. You are barely justifying your existence in this movie. I'm gonna say, hey, I was in the first movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's basically what it feels like. I don't know. A lot of people felt that way. It's I can see why Will Smith didn't want to come back for this, but it's also...
I think it was because he had a scheduling conflict.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because remember he said, reports said he was heartbroken when he found out what happened to his character.
I mean, that movie kind of helped make his career back in the day, but at the same time, it's also it's also very obvious just how much goddamn charm this movie fucking needed.
Yeah. And that's really, Will Smith was what made that movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jeff Goldblum, too.
Yeah. Because they just had, they worked so damn well together.
They did. And it's that, their dynamic really sold, even I don't like the movie, but I like those characters in that movie.
Yeah. I'm trying to think in terms of other returning characters, there was the president's daughter.
Yeah, and of course Will Smith's son, who's played by a significantly less charismatic actor.
Yeah.
And also not a very good actor. There's not really many performances in the movie I would call good in any respect.
None.
And I know we were talking about this earlier, and it's I'm really sick of seeing Hollywood try to justify Liam Hemsworth to me. I'm sorry. I mean, Chris Hemsworth isn't in the best movies, but at least he's fucking charming. Liam Hemsworth is not charming, and I've yet to see a movie where I actually liked him in. And I'm not saying he can't prove me wrong, it just hasn't happened yet, because he's just not a shitty actor. I'm sorry.
I think he's fine, but at the same time, I agree, though, he's not really a boundary pusher.
It's just he feels like the safe choice.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And I agree with that.
Not great, not terrible, he's C- material.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot worse actors than him, but at the same time, every time I see him, it's oh, fuck. It felt kind of what was that guy in Avatar that was in everything for a while?
Sam Worthington?
Sam Worthington. He was everywhere.
The main guy?
Yeah, the main guy. Yeah. He was in everything for a while back then. It kind of feels like him, although I like Sam Worthington better.
Yeah, I do too.
But it's the same kind of thing. It's we just need some handsome guy to do handsome things and try to be charming. To get Liam Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth isn't available, so we'll get Liam Hemsworth. And give him an annoying sidekick while we're at it. Why not? Fuck it. And I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say about this movie other than the fact that we forgot to mention our little adventure while we were there.
Oh yeah, the most interesting part of the movie.
Yeah, we got taken out of the theater while we were there because apparently security is a lot tighter at AMC than I thought it was. Damn.
Yeah, because we saw Swiss Army Man earlier in the day.
Yeah, so we left for an hour. We came back.
Hour 40.
Yeah, something like that. And then we left around 12:30. Or 12:15. Never mind. It was about an hour and 40.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we came back, and the first time I had my backpack with me, the second time I left it in the car, and then apparently somebody just was fucking watching us like eagles or something because. We're sitting there, all of a sudden this guy pulls over and he's like, hey, you come with me. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do? I was
yeah.
This is for using my phone? I'm trying to be covered. I
think the same thing. It's I'm just sitting here. Then you pulled me. I was like, oh, wait, what?
Yeah, he's like, your friend too. I'm like, okay. Where's this going? It was kind of my worry here. Yeah. And you're on the terrorist watch list, sir. You can't watch Independence Day 2. We don't want you getting ideas. We know it's recreating Man of Steel. Just ignore it. Just come on, let's go. Let's go.
And so, yeah, basically, yeah, they're asking about the backpack. They're asking, CR tickets, obviously. It was like, considering we were gone for an hour and a half, it's not that weird that we wouldn't bring the backpack in a second time.
I don't know. But either way, it was one of those weird things like, well, that's a thing that happened. It's something to talk about at least, rather than what the fuck else is going on in this movie.
Yeah.
Like I said, another sequence I really liked was just the part of the end where it turns out the queen alien comes up, this big towering monster thing that kind of looks like the Cloverfield monster, but it isn't.
Yeah. It also, and the thing underneath it looked like the queen from Aliens for a bit.
Yeah, we both think the same exact thing. We saw that. It's like, oh, look, it's a queen from Aliens. All right.
Yeah.
Not even trying to pretend not to rip it off.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So, yeah, Queen's basically trying to destroy Earth because basically this floating science ball is on there that apparently can lead them to a safe place where they can develop technology to destroy them.
I guess. I don't know. It makes sense anything else in this fucking movie.
Yeah.
So
I was like, what?
I kind of realized, like, as soon as the giant ball showed up and they shot it down, I was like, oh, good, they found the MacGuffin for the movie. Like, I knew that's where it was going.
Yeah, I was like, great job, you shot your ally down. That's some great presidential work.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it was the Word of Council. It's kind of like people that wanted to
That's
do
true.
New York City during the alien invasion in Avengers.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, so like I like the sequence where it turns out it's like big towering monsters like crushing all the other little ships and they're trying to take it down valiantly and all that. So I was like, I don't know, I'm a sucker for that shit. So I dug that. But like, so I like the climax. I like Jeff Goldblum, and I thought the CGI was passable.
Yeah.
Less cartoonish than The Shallows.
Yes. Yeah. No, I agree with that. Although that was a much
Shallows was a much better movie. Like,
and a much lower budgeted movie.
True. Yeah.
What was the other part we laughed at where they were trying to recreate the White House explosion scene?
Oh, yeah, but they used like the fucking moon base.
Yeah. But he's like.
Well, it comes down to that the White House explosion was made through largely practical effects.
Yes, and the explosion was much bigger.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, boom! Which is like, boom.
Well, I guess I feel like, I mean, yeah, I would have preferred more practical effects, but I was okay with the CG in this one.
Yeah.
I mean, like, aside from, like, the alien stuff, but...
Yeah.
You can also tell, comparing, like, this one to the first one, you can also see why they didn't use, like, you don't actually see the aliens all that much in the first Independence Day.
Yeah.
Here you see them all over the goddamn place.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because it's a lot cheaper to CGI them in there than to make the prosthetics that look good show up in the actual movie.
Yeah.
But even then, this movie did have some fair amount of practical effects work.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but enough to like, okay, at least they made an effort.
Yeah, some good sets mostly.
Yeah, well, like they occasionally like alien tentacles that were real.
Oh, they all look CG to me.
There was a couple that were real. The one that wrapped around.
Yeah, Bill Pullman,
that was real. I know there was an alien foot that popped in the water one time. That was real.
Right.
So they occasionally made an effort.
Yeah.
So props for them for that. That's more than Jurassic World did.
Yeah. I just wish this movie didn't try to. Well, no, last thing I remember was that one dead Brachiosaurus, and that was it.
Yeah, well, like, even if there was practical effects in there, like they didn't trust audience to like it enough, so they CGI'd all over it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That is one of the other things. Like, this movie is clearly trying to live in like the older glory of the original because like they make so many references that just like either fall flat or just don't live up to like kind of the original. Although I did admit I kind of got a laugh out of the bit where Hemsworth tried to do the thing where he punched them out like Will Smith did.
Really?
It's like, okay, I should have just ran. I was like, and this is another friendly reminder how Will Smith was too awesome.
Too awesome for you, Independence Day 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know, I really don't have a lot to say about this movie. I really don't. It's late and I'm tired.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I had a thought, but I lost it. So it clearly wasn't important for me to remember all too well.
Or was it we just don't give a crap because we were so tired?
No, it's like, I'd rather go watch Swiss Army Man again, man. That was a much better movie.
Oh, yes. One of those movies like...
This movie needed a farting corpse. Could have been Liam Hemsworth for all I care. Oh no, what happened to Will Smith? Huh? In my version of this movie would be hysterical. Welcome to Earth.
Oh, just put a bunch of like stuff in Will Smith's mouth, use him as just like a machine gun. Let's just go to trailers.
Yeah. Alright. So, let me see what I have here in my pocket. Well, I got lots of coins in my pocket. We're tired. It's 10:30. We just got out a 6-hour shift. Or 5.5 hour, really. Alright. So, the first trailer we got was... Suspense is killing you now.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, we walked in the middle of the Jason Bourne trailer.
Yeah.
Which I want to see that. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah. That comes out in August, doesn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so that looks good. We got Inferno. This is the first time I've seen this trailer.
Same here, because I just didn't care to bother to watch it.
You watch any of the other Da Vinci movies?
Yep, I watched the other two.
Are they good?
Not really. They're really just kind of eh.
Okay. Yeah, I guess this was all more conspiracies, more Da Vinci, which is like, if you're villains, if you really don't want to be stopped, don't leave clues to what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, in all fairness, this one's a prophecy.
Ooh, because that makes sense.
Well, it kind of does.
I mean, does it count as a prophecy if you're using it for inspiration?
No, as in, in the artwork, there's literal, prophesizations or Dante's Inferno, the actual book's supposed to be prophecy, shit going down or something.
Okay, well, still, it's one of those things, I don't know, I'm not sure it really counts as fulfilling a prophecy if you're doing it just because it says that the idea was suggested. So it's kind of like the chicken or the egg kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Then we got the trailer for the latest trailer for Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think it was the latest, because the new one just came out not too long ago, but that was, the second.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the third one. This was definitely the third one, because I know it had a lot of lines in there that weren't in the second one.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful for that movie. I know I get some shit for not liking DC movies, but at the same time, it's like...
DC does not have the best track record.
I want it to be good, guys. I want it to be good. I really do.
I have more hopes for this one.
I do too, but I also knew that they did some major reshoots after what happened with Batman vs Superman, which makes me a little concerned.
No, actually, they said that was for action, not comedy, because they said there was a lot more that they just didn't show in the trailer.
I hope that's it.
Look, it worked. It worked for Mad Max.
I hope so. I don't know. It's one of those things. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I expect it to be a fun movie. And I expect Jared Leto is...
I think Jared Leto's going to be a good Joker.
Yeah.
I really do. A lot of people give him shit because it's not I'm fine with his interpretation because it's someone pointed out at one point, you can do so many different versions of the Joker, and they're all technically correct because the Joker is such a malleable, flexible character.
Yeah. Plus, just Jared Leto does a good job.
Oh, Jared Leto's a great actor.
Exactly.
He's a great actor. Watch Dallas Buyers Club. He's phenomenal in that movie.
You just got several Academy Award winners and nominees playing a bunch of people. It's I'm kind of excited. Doesn't always mean a good thing. Let's with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino.
Which one?
Is that most Righteous Kill?
I didn't see that one.
Oh God. All you need to see is the bit with 50 Cent getting killed, and it is... That was my flag girl moment from
Sounds kind of awesome.
Oh my God, no, look it up on your phone afterwards, and you will laugh your ass off.
Alright, look it up later.
Next trailer.
When I get to sleep.
It's only 13 seconds, so we can check it out after this.
We got the Joneses, which looks like if Mr. and Mrs. Smith was filmed by the perspective of their next door neighbor.
Yeah. Except, I know it was a John Hamm.
Yeah, John Hamm. I don't know who the girl
Zach
is.
Galifianakis. I want to say that the wife of Zach Galifianakis was Samantha Bee, though, from Daily Show.
I never watched The Daily Show.
Right. Well, she's got a new show on TBS.
Okay, well, I don't know her, but I know, Zach Galifianakis, who I know can act.
Yeah.
Although, for some reason, I was just thinking, this is skinny Zach Galifianakis, so I was thinking, kind of laughing to myself, I was thinking of Craig Ferguson routine, which is kind of talking about Drew Carey, is does Drew Carey funny when he was fat? Now be clear, that says when he was fat, because fat is where funny is stored. So we'll see how skinny Zach Galifianakis, I can never say his last name.
Kind of like how fun and quality it was with Peter Jackson.
I suppose so. I'll see what Peter Jackson does after The Hobbit. I know that whole project was kind of a nightmare for everyone.
Yeah, that one's more understandable. It felt like that was the studio being stupid.
Well, you should read you should see the behind-the-scenes stuff for the Third Army.
Yeah.
They basically flat out admit, we were making this up as we went along.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, because they said that was the case with the entire trilogy.
Yeah, well, that one in particular is we started filming without a full script.
Yeah.
And we had to stop because we had no script. It's actually like the entire that entire behind the scenes thing I saw was basically an apology for how the Third Army turned out. It's actually kind of amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
last one.
I like Peter Jackson. I want to see him do good work.
Yeah, no, me too. And last one, we don't even need to talk
Mike
about.
and Dave need wedding dates. I just want this movie to come out so I can stop seeing the damn trailer.
Yeah,
And
this was a slightly longer trailer, but like 15 seconds.
Well, you were counting.
No, it felt like it.
I don't know. I still like Anna Kendrick, and I like the other girl. So
Aubrey Plaza.
Audrey Plaza. I can never remember her name. I like those two. They'll probably give me a laugh. The other two, not so much. Especially Babyface.
Yeah.
Whatever the actor's name is.
Zac Efron.
No, the other one.
Oh, I can't remember. He's the guy from Workaholics.
I can actually tolerate Zac Efron from time to time.
Yeah.
But the other guy, not so much. He's really annoying.
Yeah.
We're tired, guys. It's been a long day.
And this boring movie didn't help.
No.
I'm kind of wishing we saw that first, then watch Swiss Army Man.
I know, but goddamn, Swiss Army Man was so good.
I know. I'm just saying, that's why we need to watch that second.
I think we need to watch it a second time.
That too.
It's only an hour and a half movie.
Yeah.
It's a quick sit, but it's an amazing sit. Go watch Swiss Army Man. That's our review of Independence Day 2. Either that or The Shallows. Really, anything right now. Then Swiss.
But especially Swiss Army Man.
Support Swiss Army Man if you like surreal shit.
Yeah. Also, I also realized surrealist was not the best term. Absurdist.
There you go. That's probably better. And then what do we got next? We got the BFG next week.
Yeah.
And what else comes out? I know it was like 2 other ones.
They didn't look good. Oh crap! Oh crap!
I heard one. Like, there's only one that got really bad.
Oh, Purge Election Year, and Legend of Tarzan.
That's Purge Election you're doing.
Kind of like the second one in the middle.
Oh, okay. That one might have some fun moments then. I still think the first one's kind of a guilty pleasure for me. Although I know you didn't like it.
Yeah, I just. It was a movie where it was boring, and the politics were so muddled in that thing. It's like,
like the politics in the whole movie franchise makes no sense.
Oh, not in this new one. I heard it's the most liberal one yet.
No, like it's usually like, look, the Purge works. Why? Fuck you. That's why. It's kind of the motto of the series. But you never explain why the Purge works. We just say that it works. And you're supposed to take our fucking word for it.
Let me put it this way: the Purge is kind of like. Basically, the Purge is like Trump, and the people who enact it are basically like those crazy guys.
I don't want to get into current politics.
I know. That's all. I'm not going to say anything more. It's just that's the way I see it. Where it's like, you know what? No, they kind of do. They see it as an outlet.
It still makes no fucking sense.
Oh, I agree.
It makes absolutely no fucking sense.
But in a world where it's just like screw all, it's like, why not? I don't care.
Yeah, that's kind of the mindset I have to go going into it. That's how you get some enjoyment out of it. It's like, it makes no goddamn sense whatsoever, and they will never explain why it works. But you just say, fuck it, it works because we say it does. Like, okay, whatever, you do you, man.
Yeah.
I know we get to see Crossbones in action some more, so that will be fun.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think it's all we got. It's late. We're tired. We're gonna crash.
Yeah.
So tune in next week for other movies I gotta drag people to go see.
See ya.
Bye.